Hey guys, what's up? This is Ziploc Rules 2013, and in today's video, I'm going to be discussing what was revealed in the Nintendo Direct that happened earlier today. Yesterday, when you're watching the video, but earlier today there was a Super Mario 35th Anniversary Nintendo Direct, and we were kind of anticipating this for a while, kind of started to think it wouldn't happen. But kind of out of the blue, Nintendo just threw a Direct in our face, and it was pretty interesting. And we're going to be talking about some stuff that was revealed there. Go to the eShop. The main bread and butter is going to be right here. Super Mario 3D All-Stars is the Super Mario Collection that we were all expecting several months ago. It's pretty much what we thought it would be, although with a kind of a catch. And I don't know. I have some things I want to say about this. I want to go over what it basically is going to be, all the features, what I like about it, and some criticisms I have for it. And that's kind of going to be the bulk of the video. Super Mario 3D World was also released on the... not released. It's going to be a pre-order. It's going to be released in 2021. I don't know why they're opening up pre-orders this early for it. But yeah, 3D World's going to be on the Switch. Pretty cool. I'm not going to buy it because I already own the Wii U version. And that's pretty much it. Well, Pikmin 3 is now going to be on the Switch. That's kind of unrelated, but if you like Pikmin. Now, one cool thing is actually for today, Super Mario All-Stars was actually released for the Super Nintendo app on the Nintendo Switch Online, which probably won't say anything about it here, but you can see when you try and load these pages, you kind of get Mario running across the screen. It's kind of like the Wii Shop channel whenever you would purchase a game, download anything, have Mario running along, jumping at the blocks. So it's pretty cool. But you have this nice banner on the side as well, showing all the games from like the Super Mario All-Stars collection. Just pretty cool. It's a pretty cool banner. But yeah, that's kind of the main bulk of it. Now, one cool thing that also happened was that Super Mario All-Stars was actually released on the Nintendo Switch Online app, the Super Nintendo app, and this is the message that popped up. And it's pretty damn cool. I'm actually going to be doing a bit of a voiceover, similar to what I did in the original Super Mario Collection video we did. I'm going to be doing a bit of a voiceover for Super Mario All-Stars. And, yeah, just basically talk about... what I mainly want to talk about today is just the Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Now, right here's the original Super Mario All-Stars, which I'm really glad is available on the Switch. It kind of threw me off at first because it's just the plain Super Mario All-Stars. I have the cartridge of this game with Super Mario World on it, so I wasn't used to the original plain Super Mario All-Stars. I've seen it before, but I just never owned it. But yeah, it's Super Mario All-Stars. You got all the original Mario games. We're just going to play some Mario 1. Take it nice and easy. Just play some Mario 1 on here. And yeah, I just want to kind of talk about, you know, Super Mario 3D World. There's going to be extra content. Let me get into that a little later. We're going to talk about basically the main bread and butter here is obviously the Super Mario collection. So Super Mario 3D All-Stars is basically that Super Mario collection we were talking about. And it was basically quote-unquote leaked by this person named Zippo. And he basically said it would have 4 games in it, which he was wrong about. Although he was right about the 4th game, only the original, the original prediction was that the collection would consist of Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Galaxy, and then Super Mario 3D World. Super Mario 3D World is going to be on the Switch, only it's going to be a separate release, which is what I actually predicted. I thought that it would make more sense for it to be a separate release, and that's what's happening with it. It's going to be a separate release for $60, which I kind of don't like that they're doing that. I think it's a bit greedy, asking full price for older games, but what are you going to do? at least they're playable on a popular system, because the Wii U flopped miserably, and most of these games, most people haven't played them. At least up to the point of their re-release. So I'm really glad that it's going to be on the Switch, Super Mario 3D World. I actually really enjoyed Super Mario 3D World. But just I have no real reason. The Bowser's Fury thing, I think was some sort of multiplayer mode, I think they said. I don't really remember, but I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not enough to justify buying the game again for $60. I can just enjoy that game in its original state just fine on the Wii U, so I don't really have any reason to buy Super Mario 3D World on the Switch, but I'm sure plenty of my viewers who maybe don't have a Wii U or just never had 3D World will be eager to buy it. And in fact, if you don't have the game, you might as well buy it on the Switch because it's going to have whatever extra content in it. But the Super Mario 3D All-Stars. First of all, the name is pretty spot on, although it's kind of unoriginal, because it's literally just what you're seeing here, Super Mario All-Stars, with just 3D added into it. So I thought the name was kind of cheap, but I've come to accept it. I think it was a good name. And it's pretty fitting. It's pretty fitting for what it is. And basically what the 3D All-Stars is, it's basically this. It's re-releases of classic Mario games, only this time it's going to be the 3D games instead of the classic 2D games, which is what this game is. And I'm glad that this is happening. Now, this collection, what is it going to consist of? Well, it's going to have 3 games into it. 3 games in it, which is not what Zippo predicted, but he got most of his predictions spot on. Most of his leaks, quote-unquote. It's going to have Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. Now, what I find really weird is, because obviously 3D World was shown off before the collection, so I thought that it would still have 4 games, only that the 4th game would be Galaxy 2. Wrong I was, it's only going to be 64 Sunshine and Galaxy 1. Galaxy 2, for whatever reason, is going to be absent in this collection, which I think is kind of stupid. Why would you release Galaxy 1 in the collection, you know, a major anniversary collection, and then just not put Galaxy 2 in there? That just seems really weird. And, I don't know. I have mixed feelings on that. The collection itself, one criticism is that it's going to be $60, just like 3D World. These are old games. Now, you could argue that Super Mario Sunshine is currently a GameCube exclusive, so, and it's actually more than $60 if you want the GameCube version, but at the same time, should you have to pay that much money for old games? I don't know. It just really threw me off. Now, I can get past the $60 price tag. I make okay money on YouTube. I have more than enough to purchase it, so I don't have to worry about that. It's just, why is it $60? It just doesn't seem worth that much. But I'm still gonna support it. Don't try boycotting it. That's stupid. A lot of people tried to boycott Switch Online. That really didn't do anything, so I wouldn't say boycott the collection. That's not really... Those usually don't work, because there's still gonna be people who buy it, no matter what, pretty much, but... I don't know. Kinda wish you got more bang for your buck, I guess, is a good way of saying it, but I think the value is going to be good. Basically, there's going to be changes only to Super Mario Sunshine. No, actually that's not true. So, the game that's getting the most content added, or not content, but the game with the most changes is going to be Sunshine. It's going to be sporting widescreen, and the game looks beautiful, actually, in 1080p. It's a beautiful looking game, and it's optimized for widescreen. I think you can still play it in 4x3 if you want. I don't know why you would, but if you want. You can still play it in the original aspect ratio, but the game looks better, supports widescreen. Oddly enough, though, not Super Mario 64. It's upscaled, I think. I don't know. The game looks okay, but it doesn't look much better than just the original game. Oh, my lord. It doesn't look much better than the original game. This is where my criticisms start to come in. They really cheaped out, I think, with Super Mario 64. One, there is no remake of the game, which I can understand them not creating a remake of the game because of the pandemic, and they're really probably, I don't know. Everyone's pretty much at home at this point, so they're pretty strained for manpower, probably. And, you know, you don't want to overwork your company during a pandemic. GameStop. Don't support GameStop during the pandemic. Oh my god, they are terrible from what I've heard. They're still open. They're, like, still considered essential for some reason, but whatever. I can forgive not having a Super Mario 64 remake. I'll still pay money for a Super Mario 64 remake if they make one down the line, but what baffles me is that it doesn't support widescreen. Nintendo recently struck down, there was this PC port of the game that was released, and it supported widescreen. That was like the main thing. It had some control modifications, so it was like a really good version of the game. But Nintendo struck it off the internet really quick, and it's like really hard to get at this point. But I did not get hit by that. What the hell? I just got hit by nothing. Land on top of a Cheep Cheep and I get hit. Yeah, alright. But yeah. I don't know why they didn't add widescreen to Super Mario 64. And the fact that it doesn't even look that much better, it's like... I don't know. Hey, at least you get Super Mario 64 on your Switch. It's portable now. You can play Super Mario 64 portably, I guess. But they really didn't add much to it. They also patched out some glitches from what I heard. Like the BLJ jump where you go up to the Bowser terminal, like the final Bowser fight, extra early. I don't think you can do that. They also took out the So Long Gay Bowser thing. Or So Long King, quote-unquote, as they say it was supposed to be heard as. And like, oh, the sound chip. Like, whatever. It's always going to be So Long Gay Bowser to us, but... yeah, that's no longer in. Now Mario just says bye-bye whenever he tosses Bowser. Why did you change that? That was like the... why did that need to be changed? I'm sorry, that just seems like the most pointless thing to change in a game. And, I don't know. If you're gonna change anything, just give it widescreen. Was it really that hard to optimize the game for widescreen? I know I'm probably sound very whiny about that, but... if Sunshine gets widescreen support, why not 64? That makes no sense. That just really pisses me off. Boggles my mind, really, that that doesn't have widescreen support. And just the fact that they struck down the PC port, you'd at least think they would release a similar thing on their own console if they're gonna deny your right to play, you know, a third-party version. At the very least, but no, that's pretty dumbed down compared to the PC port. It's literally just Super Mario 64. I don't even know if it's going to have a better camera or not. I don't know. It seems like Mario Sunshine's going to be benefiting the most from this re-release, which is pretty cool. Just the fact that you can play Sunshine on any system other than the GameCube is really good, because, say... I don't know, a young kid who didn't grow up in the GameCube days like we did might want to play the game, but it's really expensive, or they might not have the system. You just want to play the game. And I mean, it was already expensive beforehand, but you're at least getting extra games with the collection. So even if you just wanted Sunshine, you can still play Galaxy or 64. So I'm really glad that Sunshine's getting its own re-release. Which I really think Nintendo should do with more GameCube titles. I think they really need to get those on a popular system, because the GameCube flopped miserably, as I'm sure most of you would know. It's really unfortunate it did that. That's my favorite Nintendo system still. My favorite system ever, really. It's just a shame that it had to fail so bad. And it's understandable why it did, but I don't know. I'm really glad that Sunshine's getting on the Switch, though. You can play it portably on a popular system, and you don't have to pay $100 to get it, like you do on eBay now. I can't believe how expensive GameCube games have gotten on eBay. I made a video about that not too long ago as well. One thing that kind of pisses me off, though, is that I just got a copy of that game like 2 years ago, and I paid about $50 for it, just so I could have a copy of the game again. Now I get to pay $60 again to get another re-release of it. And that's why I want to get into whether or not it's really worth getting this collection if you already own these games. This is kind of my final point here. Take someone like me. I'm 18 years old. I guess my age doesn't matter, but say you already have the games. And I guess my age, if you're 18 years old and you don't have a job, or you're younger, don't have a job, is it really worth spending $60 of your money? Hard-earned money? Maybe it's your allowance or something? Is it really worth spending that if you already have these games? Say you already have Super Mario 64 on Virtual Console. You literally have Super Mario 64, the one that's going to be on the collection, on Virtual Console. They're pretty much going to be the same thing, as far as I can tell. Say you have a GameCube and you have a copy of Mario Sunshine. Okay, you can play Super Mario Sunshine at that point. You already have Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii. I've heard that you're going to need Joy-Cons, potentially, for Super Mario Galaxy. I hope that's not the case. I hope you can play it with a Pro Controller. You should be able to, even with the pointer. That can work with the Pro Controller, so that shouldn't require... Oh, my lord. I hate this part of the level. Whatever, but, you know, say you already have that on the Wii. I mean, is there really any point in buying this? Now, I have plenty of money, so I can afford to get it, and I'm definitely going to get it, but for someone else who maybe doesn't make any money, you know, because I have ad revenue. If you don't have a YouTube channel, you might not have any source of income. You might just have some allowance lying around. Should you buy this collection, or should you just buy another game or something? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments, but if you already have all these games and you don't really have a lot of money to spare, I think I'd say just save your money and get something else. Because, I mean, you can get, if you already have Super Mario Sunshine even, you can get 64, $10 on the Wii U Virtual Console. And then you can get a copy of Galaxy for about $15 on the, off of eBay or something. That's where I got my copy, because I actually lost mine. But even rebuying it, it was only $15. And, you can pretty easily find that. That's only $25, something like that. And you have 2/3 of the collection. So, I don't know. Maybe if you just want Sunshine, then that would be worth it. But, even though I'm definitely going to buy it, because, I mean, it's the Super Mario collection, and if I have the money for it, I really have no excuse to not buy it. But at the same time, is it worth it for me to buy it? Like, just the game itself worth it? Probably not for me, but I'm still gonna get it. Maybe I shouldn't, but I'm still going to. But, yeah, I don't know. If you already have all three of the games playable in some way or another, and you don't really have all that much money to spare, I probably would just save your money for another game, really. That's my honest take. You know, because I have the original Super Mario 64 cartridge. I have a copy of Super Mario Sunshine on the GameCube. And recently I bought myself a copy of Super Mario Galaxy. So, really, I'm already set. The only thing I don't have is the widescreen support for Super Mario Sunshine and normal controller support for Galaxy. But that might not even be a thing. We don't know if the Pro Controller is going to be supported for Galaxy. Maybe it will be if you have like a Switch Lite. I would hope so. I mean, I hope you can play everything with a Pro Controller. Because my main criticism of the original Super Mario Galaxy release was that you couldn't use like the GameCube controller, the classic controller. But, I mean, if that's the same case, you know, you can't use a GameCube controller or a Pro Controller on the Switch, you're pretty much playing the Wii version of the game at that rate, if you just play with 2 Joy-Cons. I don't know. That's kind of shitty. I hope you can play with the Pro Controller. And you can have, like, an IR sensor, like a pointing sensor with the Pro Controller. I've, like, seen it in Captain Toad. Played Captain Toad on the Switch, so that shouldn't be an issue, but you never know. Nintendo does some weird-ass stuff. when it comes to re-releasing their games sometimes. So, you can never be too sure, but I know I'm definitely going to buy this. Now, one thing, the third criticism, I don't know, one last criticism I have of this, of the collection, is that it's going to be a limited release. And that has got to be the stupidest thing about it. It's only going to be available, it's going to be, I think it's coming out on like the 16th or the 18th, but it's only going to be available up until the end of March. So after the end of March, you cannot officially buy this game like brand new in a store. It's all going to be used copies that are in circulation. And that goes for digital sales too. You won't be able to buy this digitally after the end of March, which I think is the stupidest thing ever. Why would you limit the release of something like that? Something like a Super Mario... Oh my lord. I suck at this game. Something like Super Mario Collection, though. Why would you limit the release of that? That makes no sense at all. I don't understand it. I don't know if Nintendo gave some sort of reasoning for this, but... Or if they're going to, but I don't understand it. Like, oh my lord, this game. What the fuck? Oh my lord, this game is getting me tonight. But I don't understand why that's a thing. Why would you limit the release of something like that? Like, I just don't get it, man. I don't know. Maybe Nintendo will have some sort of a legitimate reason for it. Or maybe they'll come out with some sort of Nintendo Selects. Or a player... Excuse me. Some sort of a player's choice release of the game. Like they did on the Super Nintendo. You didn't see them cease production of this game on the Super Nintendo after 6 months. That's all it's going to be really available for, is about 6 months. That has got to be the stupidest thing ever. As much as it seems like Nintendo's trying to come up with a quick cash grab, they're also being awfully anti-consumer, really. You're denying your customers the ability to buy this game after a set period of time. And for what? There's literally no reason for it that I can think of. I can't think of any reason for it. But I'm sure Nintendo's got some sort of logic behind it. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. But I'm overall really happy this is happening. I'm mainly just happy that Sunshine is available on the Switch. It's portable. It's available on a system that is not the GameCube. That is like the biggest miracle ever for people who wanted to play Sunshine. I know people on Discord who didn't have a GameCube or just didn't have Sunshine. They want Sunshine, but you either have to play the GameCube version, which is really expensive now, but now you have it on a newer system. It's gonna be more optimized than the original version, and it's gonna be great. So I think it's really cool that this is happening, but at the same time, it feels like Nintendo kind of cheaped out. And a lot of people bring up, oh, you can just play the PC port of Super Mario 64. Oh, you can just use Dolphin for Sunshine. Listen, not everyone has access to super powerful PCs that can handle stuff like that. Now, I know you don't have to have, like, the newest gaming rig to run Sunshine. My computer's, like, 8 years old, though. Some people don't have newer computers. My computer's 8 years old. I can barely run GameCube games on Dolphin at like 30 FPS. Or not 30 FPS, like 20 FPS. So not everyone can emulate these games all that easily. And I know smartphones that have emulators. Listen, that's fine if you want to use that crap. I'm generally pretty opposed to emulating anything. I never emulate any of my games. Almost at all, unless I don't have a system to play them on. In which case, I try to get my hands on a system to play them on. I'm just a fan of playing on original hardware, really. And I've always kind of been like that. I've always had bad experiences emulating things, even as a kid. We had this old Windows 95 computer. And I learned what an emulator was through like an internet forum. Tried to download an emulator. It just did not work. Like, no shit, I had a Windows 95 computer. What the hell was I going to do with that? But, you know, even today, I don't have a machine capable of running an 18-year-old game at like full speed. And I get my computer's old, but a lot of people have older computers still. A lot of people are young and maybe their parents cheap out on that kind of stuff. You never know. So don't assume that everyone has access to a powerful PC that can emulate all these games perfectly. And, because I saw this on, like, a Twitter post, someone trying to argue that the collection wasn't worth it, and they had some valid points. You know, if you're into emulating, then maybe you just have no reason to get this. Maybe you don't have any reason to get the collection, but not everyone's like that. Some people really don't like emulating, like me. You also just don't get the premium experience, even if you have a working emulator. Like, I used to emulate some GameCube games on the Wii before I rebought them, and, you know, it first of all only ran, like, half speed. It was this Nintendo emulator on, like, the Wii. It's probably the best emulator I've ever used for GameCube games, but, you know, certain games it would stutter or not work correctly. That's why I just like playing everything on original hardware. Because you pretty much know you're getting the best experience possible, in most cases. There's probably a few cases where that might not be true, but in general, you play on original hardware, you're getting the premium experience of the game. And that's what I generally look for. But yeah, overall, oh my lord. Overall, I would say if you already have these games, don't bother getting the collection. But if you want to get the collection, you have enough money, and you want a quick and easy way of playing Sunshine, I kind of would like that, honestly. I don't want to have to load up the game on my GameCube or my Wii every time I want to play it. I don't want to have to bust out my N64 every time I want to play Super Mario 64. I want to be able to play Galaxy without having to use this stupid Wiimote. For those who don't know, I've always hated the Wiimote. I think it's Nintendo's worst controller ever. Next to the Joy-Con, probably, which is also pretty terrible. That's why I don't want it to be Joy-Con only. That could be the case. So I might not even have an argument for Super Mario Galaxy if that gets leaked, that it doesn't support the Pro Controller, but I don't know. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video off. I think I've talked enough about the game. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think about the Super Mario 35th Anniversary Direct. Did you like it? There was this stupid, I don't know if I mentioned the Mario Kart part. There's like this real-life Mario Kart simulation you could get for the Switch, where you have like these stupid toy machines that go around your living room. It was nothing I'd be interested in, but whatever. It was part of the Direct. There was other things as well, but for the most part, it was a pretty good Direct. It's a very big surprise. It was a pleasant surprise, too. And I'm glad Super Mario All-Stars is on the Switch. I'm glad 3D World's on the Switch. And I'm glad that Sunshine, 64, and Galaxy are going to be on the Switch. So let me know what you think. Are you going to buy the Super Mario 3D All-Stars game? Do you already have the games? Do you not need the collection? Kind of the situation I'm in, but I'm still getting it. So I'm going to have to pre-order that, because it's only going to be available till the end of March. So if you want that collection, like, get it while you can. By all means. But yeah, just let me know what you think. You going to get the game or not? Let me know in the comments. With that being said, there will be a new Super Mario Kart video going up later today, about noon, which is when I'm going to be uploading all my videos going forward. But yeah, look forward to another video about, what, 3.5 hours? No, 2.5 hours, because this will go up around 9:30, something like that. So I'll look forward to a new Super Mario Kart episode. Hope you look forward to a new Zips collection coming up this Saturday. I'm going to be playing something that recently came out on the Super Nintendo collection. I'm not going to be saying what it is, but you may or may not be able to guess it in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you're going to have a guess on that. Just guess in the comments, I guess. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you look forward to the next one, and I'll see you around. Peace.